Hello and welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're jumping into the world of Transformers yet again, LOL, and we are going to be taking a look at War for Cybertron, Earthrise, Voyager class from 2020, the Quintesson Judge. And I was happy when this toy got released. This was actually the second version of the Quintessons ever released. Of course, the first was in the Unicron trilogies, and then this one. We have one for the Pit of Judgment, and then we have another one for the Cyberverse, which I wasn't a big fan of that one, but it is out there. That's just my opinion. Having said that, this guy looks awesome. And what you see with him is what you get. You get the Quintesson himself, his throne, no name for it, just a blaster, levitation beam, and there is a prison cell when we transform him, and we will take a look at that. As you can see, of course, you got the 5 faces on him, each representing something different. We'll run through those. And even though this is an Earthrise toy, I went with the G1 bio. So let's take a look. First thing, we have the little blaster, and it is very generic. It's in a brown gold coloration. It does have a 5mm peg here, but it has a peg on the back on both sides, which on any of the tentacles, you'll notice it has a little thing you can plug them in. Like this one here has 2. They all have the 2 of them on there. So you can plug it underneath, you can plug it in on the side. Side note, it's tricky because the peg is soft rubber, and that's all it does. So next we have the throne, cast in green. Nice artwork on that and detail work. And he does sit in the throne. There is a peg here, and it's kind of hard to see it on the clear, but there are 2 pegs on the bottom. You just peg him in there, and there you go. And for those like me who's a collector, you can store the gun underneath. This is actually how I legitimately have mine displayed on the shelf, just like that. Now let's get down to the part we all wanted to see. Let's look at the Quintesson Judge himself. And real quick, I'll show you the energon beam, which is clear plastic. Can be removed by this little trigger. You push down and pull it off. And you can see he can stand on his own too. So just clear plastic with the clip. That's what he stands on. We're going to put them back on there. It will only fit on 2 ways, either the clip facing forward or back, either way. Like so. This clips right in. And he's very stable. So we're going to start off with the 5 faces, and we're going to start off with the most famous face. We have the skull face, which is the face of death. Next, we have the orange face on mine, which is Wrath. I'm sorry, War. War. I wrote it down backwards. I remember that. War. Next, the red face. That's Wrath. Wow, I screwed that up. Can't believe I did that. Next comes Judgment. And finally, Wisdom. And the cool thing about some of these, the mouth opens. The mouth opens. There's one more. Oh, it's just a 2? I thought it was 3. Alrighty then. Oh, it does. I can do this, I promise. So, Wrath. Death and wisdom. Their mouth all opens. That's part of the articulation. And the other articulation on him, or all the tentacles, go up and down. And you'll notice on the back there is a switch. And if you push this switch, depending how hard you push it, it's going to depend how fast the head spins. Rather fun. And now the fun part, he does transform. Little bit of info though before we get to the bio. Released in the third wave. Come from my mess ups. I think that's what people come the most for. The third wave of Earthrise toy line. He is the first ever Quintesson Judge toy. Again, there have been three in all that I'm aware of. Maybe more, but the three main that I'm aware of. And if I'm wrong in the comments, please let me know and I will correct it. Is the Unicron Trilogy Alpha Quintesson. The Quintesson Judge here that is used single and in the Pit of Judgment and in the Cyberverse toy line. So a quick little bio. Part of a rare and ancient race that created the Transformers on Cybertron. 5 faces, each with their own distinct personalities, but working as one unit. They are conniving, cunning, very businesslike, and very untrustworthy. Will sell their services to the highest bidder, but at a moment's notice betray them once they feel they are threatened. Master manipulators. Their background and history is full of intrigue. Nobody knows where they originally came from or what their original race was like. Known to humans and Transformers throughout the galaxy and other races as the most untrustworthy and diabolical Transformers to ever be known. Made their debut in the Transformers cartoon and Transformers the movie 1986 on the planet Quintessa. There's your bio. And that's the G1 bio. So let's take a look at this guy in transformation. And the transformation for this one is a little unique. So you will need this. So we're going to transform the throne first. Push you out of my way. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop the sides of the throne. Down here where these circles are. And you're just going to lay the throne... I can speak. The throne flat, like so. Next, we're going to come to the Quintesson Judge. The top of the Judge is going to come off to reveal the cage. And this is just pegged in. So we're going to unpeg that. I'm going to set this aside. This does open. Your Headmasters, Mini-Cons, Target Masters will all fit in here. Pretty much from any toy line. Generation 1 Target Master. And there's a peg on the inside too, so you know. Say you didn't want to store the gun in the Quintesson mode, you can actually hide it in here. A lot of things you can do with it. But for this purposes, we're going to plug it on the top. And you're just going to set it right there. Next, we're going to come to the Quintesson himself. We're going to leave the base on. But you're going to take all the heads and unclip them and bring them up. Side note, I just did something wrong. You should not pull on the bottom, pull on the sides. Because with the mouth, if it moves, it can break. So that's what it looks like currently. Now with each one of these panels, I'm going to bring it straight out. Now that I did this, now I'm going to take this base off. And I'm going to take each one of these and angle them down. With the exception of the clip, we're going to take this clip and attach it here. Like so. I'm going to set this down. Nice and snug. We're going to take this, put it on top of here. You can take this if you want. This is how I do it. Put it in the middle, and then you just set this piece. You got to make sure all the mouths are open, right on top. And that's it. That is the Quintesson Judge in his captor mode, or prison cell. And mine's leaning forward a little and shouldn't be. There we go. I just realized he was not level. There we go. Rather interesting. I would have never have pictured this. You actually have a chamber in here. Headmasters, target masters can stand in. You got the cell. It looks really unique. I'm going to do something in this video I don't normally do, and that's transform him back, because it's so quick and easy. Take all this off. First thing I'm going to do is unpop this. You're just going to flip all these back up. You'll see they clip back into place. I'm just going to bring the heads out, and these will clip back into place as well. And like I said, if you don't want to store the gun underneath, put it inside the cell, close. That goes in there. This plugs back onto there. There's your Quintesson. Fold up. Peg in. Peg in. And you can put your Quintesson Judge back on his throne. And then just push all of these back down. And that's it. That is the Quintesson Judge from Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron series. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'll be honest, I am still fighting the urge to buy 3 more just so I have the full set, because there were never more than 3 or 4 in an episode together. So, yeah. But having said that, overall, I think this guy's a 10 out of 10. I love the look. I think he looks fantastic. Great addition to any set. Even if you just put it with an 86 toy line, still looks really good. Can fit in with the Generation 1. It can fit in with War for Cybertron. So many options. Rambling aside, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all of my channel subscribers. I do appreciate it. Many, many more videos headed your way. As always, I have shorts up on TikTok, Instagram, under ALW Collectibles. Feel free to check those out. And I'll be back with another video soon. I'm going to get ready for another one. And he's going to go determine the fate of yet another Transformer or robotic creature. Have a good day.